Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. There's a lot going on right now, and we've got a rundown of the past week and an appearance by Brad Garling and the Ripple team to take on Gary Gensler. In addition to the SEC. That's right, and progress is being made at a rapid pace. Guys, let's have a chat about it. Weekly report from the Watch Squad. Recap. What if Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is running for president in 2024, backs Ben A.C. Stoller with Bitcoin? Everything points to a future where Bitcoin and digital assets are the norm. A bipartisan bill to prohibit members of Congress from owning and trading stocks has been formally presented in the Senate from both the Democratic and Republican parties. Don't you see the strategy we discussed in ACS? In response to a congressman's request, SEC Chair Gary Gensler argued that cryptocurrencies are not securities. Chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission Gary Gensler expressed his displeasure with the court's ruling that no Bitcoin worth $333 million had been sold by XPSF's security assessor in the SE condominium quarter of 2023. Why? Because they anticipate our promotion, complete with claps of doom. Please, Elon, say anything. Let's have a roaring 20s or anything like that. Yes, we're back. Or close to it. Odd, as the Federal Reserve has just announced that it is formally launching Fed as a payment method. There's a lot of optimism surrounding the 7-spot Bitcoin ETF proposals recently submitted to the Federal Register by BlackRock, Fidelity, and other investment firms. This is where the men in the room come in handy. Okay. The next Federal Open Market Committee meeting will be held on July 25th and 26th, so mark your calendars. Clearly, the majority of people believe they will vote appropriately, and will reveal their decision on whether or not to raise interest rates by another 25 basis points and other related matters on Tuesday, March 26th. But you guys have to know somebody, right? Inflation seems to be declining, so I don't know. Therefore, we need to keep an eye on that, as it will determine the direction of the markets. Right. The markets will be quite volatile next week, and not just in relation to cryptocurrencies. Sam Begley-Fried is allegedly paying his lawyers millions of dollars from client monies he stole. Wow. Right. They are, presumably, stealing your money. They stole your money, and now they're using it to pay for themselves. That they should stay put. Sam won't even be serving time behind bars. Yes, you are correct in saying that. Let's face facts. He'll be reading a wide range of authors, including Tether, no doubt. It's anyone's guess. And let's be honest, he certainly funded posters and people. Now, a plan to provide a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies has been submitted by Republicans in the Safe House, and the SEC has issued a statement saying that the judge's ruling that XRP is not a security was incorrect. Right. Thus, XRP is unstoppable. Exactly. Let's check out this tweet from Brad Garland's home. Here we go then. He sends a tweet. Today, a significant issue regarding the safety of retail establishments has arisen. Right? The SEC made matters worse by acting as though it had jurisdiction in the cryptocurrency space when it did not. Where has that gotten us, anyway? Now? I have to have a chat with you about this. Many individuals have animosity toward me. Okay, let's read this verse seriously. Bankruptcy court consumers left holding the bag as the SEC organizes press conferences. Okay. It's ludicrous to hold a judge accountable for doing their job. Clear regulations and retail protection can only be achieved through legislation, not increased regulation through enforcement. Right. Pleased to see these congresspeople. Defense of this guy's rightness. Elon Musk, then surely there must be some use for all these freebies. Giveaways that are essentially worthless fakes. However, we at Van Buren warn you to be wary of Twitter users. But let me give you the reason. Let me explain why it is that I am somewhat opposed to the Brad Garland house guys. If you look at what the SEC has done to XRP holders, you can see that they are not protecting regular investors. We really set this, I dunno, guys, maybe last week or something where it was this week just a few days ago without. Okay, we realize that we have known this before, but please listen carefully. However, Gary Gensler and the SEC are making efforts to save the retail SE tour before the inevitable collapse. Okay. Take a look at what I tweeted on April 19, 2003, since I intend to take action on it. Not because of the rippling WSSC case, but on the whole, I think Gary Gensler is a decent human being. That is crucial information. It's taking years longer than expected, but that's okay, because he's trying to warn everyone about the impending collapse. Please don't come back here claiming that Gary is responsible for what Clayton caused. I think Gary is aware, guys, that the collapse is near, and that most of these coins will disappear, right, will die. Perhaps this is why he's being so overprotective. He's still a young child. I believe he is currently pursuing 67 other crypto exchanges. What the heck, something seems really cool to be happening right now. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. However, as the chief legal officer of Ripple pointed out in the Roti, trying to explain to someone that the token is not the security is like trying to convince a flat earther that the world is round. Right. So. Then we leave here. He responded to Brad Garland's tweet on how the SEC has no place in an economy without securities. It's interesting to play politics by appearing to have jurisdiction when you don't. If anything, it's bad for everyone involved. Wow. So, in the end, it's a stage, right, guys? They're faking it, of course, but... Guys, I'm simply going to repeat this again. To be honest, I think the SEC is legit and only attempting to keep people like Gary, an investor, safe. I expect your animosity for this reason. But I think they're genuinely making an effort to safeguard investors. However, they are approaching this the wrong way. That's what I think, anyway. Oh, they need only do that. In other words, the judge has already ruled that XRP is not a security. So the SEC should stop trying to regulate it. If they are serious about protecting ordinary investors, they should focus only on preventing frauds and similar activities. Right? What you said happened. They should proceed in that fashion. The security industry acted as if XRP was a security, but everyone knew it wasn't. No radars used for safety purposes. Exactly. Johnny didn't. It's time to see the ocean. Things are progressing at a breakneck pace. Hold our attention, please. Now, for some very monumental information. Soon, very soon. Consequently, XRP was dealt a blow in the appeal and Ripple litigation. Not even close to a setback, Johnny Diss's reply and appeal. To begin, the SEC Circuit's decision won't be issued for another 2 years. An appeal is filed. Until then, exactly we're about to wait years, folks, or if that's the case, at least in the SE condominium circuit, ASE-cond, as the Taurus ruling is a law. Even if the SE-cond circuit disagreed with Taurus's interpretation of the third Howey factor, which, again, I think is unlikely, the case would still be decided the same way because the same Taurus and applies to the other 2 factors. In other words, the SEC will pull a Carter in the coming years if they wish to delay this. Specifically, 2 years. Until the inevitable collapse, at least. Interesting. 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 I think the common enterprise component is more important than the third factor, but I guess you guys don't understand the timeline because you all came to the conclusion that the SEC didn't satisfy it. This wind variable is much more important than most people give it credit for being. And for the cannabis and XRP holders out there, of course, right? So, right on time, people, you aren't nuts. How insane is that? If they follow this guy's logic, which I doubt, it will take us 35 years before any new rules can be implemented following the collapse. Ignoring the question. However, allow me to be more specific. I'm not trying to imply that a decision made by visitors alone has any weight in the South NYC area. A other district judge can have a different opinion. When you consider that court tours even mention Judge Castle from the Telegram, I find it hard to believe that a federal court in the SE condominium circuit will rule against her. The transcript from Coinbase shows that this is actually happening in the real world. I mean, people, it seems like Bessasai has a lot to lose by doing this. Thus, it's highly unlikely they will. Now, why? The proof of the pudding is in Wiltshire, where the authorities just broke the Ripple application for a cryptocurrency licensed in the United Kingdom. When Montenegro finally acquires the Irish license and exchanges has the Irish license, the resulting demand for passport services throughout Europe will be substantial. What's so strange is that this guy is right, as he recently informed CNBC after applying for an electronic money license in Ireland. Even Howard Moon agreed with this information. This is crucial information. Read this then. Let's have a look at the meaning. Please read on so that we may learn more. Now, this time, we intend to read it correctly. Following a landmark court victory against the SEC, the famous cryptocurrency payment scheme Ripple has set its sights on SE Cured. It's a crypto corporation that was registered in the Kingdom of the Spottings AC. This is how we know they are seeking God's will explicitly. XRP is trying to do exactly what it says it wants. Despite this major legal victory and its home market, Ripple is continuing to expand in the United Kingdom and throughout Europe, as revealed by the company's European managing director, Send Young, to the Elle News. The company has applied for a crypto asset firm registration with the United Kingdom's Financial Conduct Authority, as well as a payment institution's license in Ireland. Let's begin. Excellent. And the 30s will be explosive, too. Just so many positive developments. The management at Young's has declared categorically that the company's growth goals and ambitions have not changed and that they will continue to invest heavily in these regions to support exponential growth. It's going to be a major center for crypto-related investment in the near future. Exactly. God is right. Don't you notice how Ripple has sites all over the planet? Impact UK and European growth ambitions. That settles it. As Ripple works to increase its profile in the United Kingdom and Ireland, the UK's Financial Conduct Authority is working hard to draft sound regulations that will be applied to crypto-related businesses. Right. That's right, gentlemen, things are moving along at a breakneck pace right now. Let's get ready for the future. We're going to find out how to respond to it, apparently. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.